How about that, huh? It's pretty incredible. I mean, here I've been looking for my father all this time, and it turns out to be your father. Yeah, that's your sister. Isn't that wonderful?
Where did you find this letter?
Does that really matter?
It matters a great deal. This is dated the day he died. This letter was addressed to me, and yet I never read it in my life.
Look, Viki, I know you never realized that Victor was my father.
Where, in God's name, did you find this bell? And don't you tell me that you found this in the files of the West Wing, because I know better.
I didn't, but I can't tell you where I found it, Viki, but that is not the point. The point is the mystery is over. I know who my father is. My mother had an affair with your father.
Stop lying!
You've got the proof right there in your hand. Why would your father lie to you? Believe me, this is the last thing I ever expected to happen.
How very convenient. How very sick.
That was sick. It was sick of your father to...
I'm talking about you. Your sickness. Your desire for money and a family and roots is so obsessive and so warped that you forged a letter.
Please don't say that to me. I wouldn't.
Dear God, you are Ted Clayton's daughter. Come back to haunt me.
Viki, please, you are out of control.
He tried to drive me to madness, and he never succeeded, so you simply returned to pick up where he left off. And in the process, you want to destroy my father. You want to ruin his reputation and rip apart the very fabric of his character and turn him into a dirty old man who would go to bed with my best friend, a 19-year-old girl.
Viki, the proof is here. It's his handwriting.
It is a very good imitation. Congratulations, Ted Clayton taught you well.
Stop talking about Ted Clayton. He is dead, Viki. He is dead and gone, and we are dealing with the truth here. And the truth is that I am Victor Lord's illegitimate daughter, just as Tony was his illegitimate son. And yes, your father was a dirty old man, but he admitted it in this.
Get out. Get out of here. Get out of my sight. You are never to come back.
I'm your sister. And maybe you won't believe me. Maybe you believe a handwriting expert. Because I had it verified. Viki Dorian did it for me. This is the truth, Viki.
Dorian? You told Dorian?
Yes, I told Dorian because I wanted to make sure it was authentic before I showed it to you.
Ah.
Viki, you have to understand how I felt. I had to talk to somebody. You can't imagine how shocked I was when I found this out. Viki, I had no idea how you were going to react. Every time I had brought up my father, you just get so uptight, and Dorian didn't believe me at first either. She didn't. That's why she wanted to have this verified. But Viki, this is the truth. This is it. Our father wrote this. I don't know why you never got it. Viki, don't you see? Don't you see? It makes sense. It makes sense. That's why my mother made me your ward. It's why she brought me here to land you, but it's because she was hoping that someday I'd find out. That I'd find out that we were really a family. Viki, please. Say something.
You've always been very impressionable. And obviously you haven't changed. I was wondering why Dorian was popping over here so much. And why you two were talking so much.
What are you getting at?
Dorian is evil, and she is capable of manipulation and of deception that is beyond imagination. She hates me, and she has never forgiven me for inheriting half of my father's estate. And she used your desperation to convince you to attempt this hoax.
Tom, don't say that.
Just so that she could sit back and laugh at me. So she could laugh at the very high regard that I always had for my father. My father, a man she tried to steal from me. She tried to keep him all to herself so she could destroy him and reap the fortune. But I'm not going to let her get away with it.
God, you really can't deal with this, can you? It makes me wonder if you didn't know about this letter all these years. No, but you couldn't deal with it back then either, could you? Viki, I am sorry. I am truly sorry about the image of your father, but damn it, my life is a whole lot more important than your fantasies.
Tina, I am going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I am going to mark this down to your youth and your obsessive need for a daddy. And I am quite willing to forget that this ever occurred, as long as you never bring it up again. Viki, you can't dispose of the truth just like that.
No, I have the original.
Never, ever again. Is it that bad, Father?
On the contrary, Victoria.